Hey folks, this is Nate coming at you with another demo. So this is another one that I've had in the works that I've been waiting for some time to get down on video. So tonight is it. So tonight's Saturday, October 14th. Hopefully most of you enjoyed my V2 Ahsoka series config that I did last night. So tonight I want to follow on with something a little bit different. This is a config that I have had together for a little while now of some Darth Maul Soundfonts and some variant Bladestyles paired with each one. There's about 11 or 12 different Soundfonts that I'm going to go through. A lot of the blade styles are very similar. The main blades are going to be slightly different designs, but a lot of the effects that I use are usually going to fall into one or two categories. Either they're going to be like effects from live action series and movies, and then there's going to be effect colors from the animated series, like from the Clone Wars and from Rebels. So what I'm going to do in my paste bin is I'm going to put a sort of two master template Maul styles, one which is live action and then one which is animated. And then within each of those templates, I'll have some options commented out that you can choose from, like depending on different styles of lockups and different styles of blast, that sort of thing. And then I'll do a separate post of all 11 if people want, you know, all of the different ones, even though they're all going to be slightly similar. So with that in mind, let's get started. So the first handful of Maul Soundfonts I want to demo, these all come from the same bundle. This is JuanSith's Maul Excelsior, and he sells this sort of in one bundle, but there are sort of two. There are three different types. There's the main one, and then there's one with swings that are from Naboo, and then a third one that are swings from Tatooine. So I've sort of split that out into three different ones. So this is the first couple. The first three is the Maul Excelsior.
At last, we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi.
And this is an audio flicker blade, a red, with a bright swing. So this starts out on the base blade is a medium red, sort of like right in the middle, about a 160. And then using the prequel, sort of the canon prequel colors here on the clash and lockup, which are predominantly sort of a light yellow with a little bit of gold in it.
At last, we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi.
Now this is the one with the Naboo specific swings. And this one is more of a fast pulse. This is not an audio flicker. This is more of a pulse blade. But as you can see, I'm using the same color scheme for the effects because it's all Phantom Menace.
ourselves to the Jedi.
And this is Tatooine. Now the blade on this one is a little bit lighter, and that's just because in the scene with his fight with Qui-Gon on Tatooine, because of the lighting and the backdrop, and it's so much brighter out on the desert, his blade actually shows a little bit paler of a red, so that's what I did. So this red is a little paler. And let me actually find the... Yeah, so this is actually closer to, not quite an orange red, but it's like a half step from an orange red. So an orange red's normally like a 255-14, and I'm doing like the equivalent of a 255-10 or 255-9. So just a little bit in the green channel to lighten it up. And then this one, because the blade is a little lighter, I had to make the lockup just a little bit more yellow so that it wouldn't get washed away. Those lockups just a bit more yellow. Oops, put it on mute.
The shadow.
Okay, and then this next one is one that came recommended to me from another font maker. Brian, thanks for recommending this one. This one is the Shadow from Lord Blaco. And the first time I got this was probably about 2 weeks ago, and took a listen, and I really like it. It's a great font. So the ignition is a little bit more subdued. Whoops. Shouldn't be muted, but... much lower hum. Now this one I'm using a static red with a bright swing. Yeah. Is that what I'm using? Yeah. This is a static, and this is a 75% red, so this is a 191 in the red channel. Love the lightning block sound on this one. And this one is Crimson Menace, and I believe, and this one is from KSith. And this is a 3-layer brown noise flicker using half step, third step, and a 5th step red. So you can see the blade has it's a little bit busier. So all of these are live action so far. So that's mostly the live action color scheme. Mostly the yellow, a lot more yellow in the lockup and the clashes, and almost a straight red, with the exception of that one Maul Excelsior from Tatooine.
At last we will have revenge.
And this is Menace V2 from KR Proffieboard.
Such weak flesh.
This is an animated one. Notice do the blast a little bit differently for this one. There's a little bit more blue in the lightning block too.
You are nothing. This is my apprentice, Darth Maul.
And this is First Apprentice from, I believe this is from Syndicate. And this is a random LED flicker blade style.
You are helpless. You are nothing.
And this is also an animated blade style. So you notice that random LED flicker gives it just a little bit of that, just a tiny unstable effect on the swing. Just a little bit.
Killed so many. At last we will have revenge.
And this next one is Dark Apprentice, and this is from BK Saber Sounds, and this is a smoke blade. And I did this as an animated as well. So this sort of falls into the animated Maul blade style category. And this is another animated one. This is Maul from J. DeLorean. And this is sort of a combo flicker. I'm doing a static main blade below that, an audio flicker layer below that, a brown noise flicker below that, and then I'm doing a pulsing layer below that. This is from Star Wars Rebels.
Lost. I'm lost.
The clashes on here are great.
I can see him in my mind's eye.
And this is Crimson Leaguer from Kyberphonic. And this is another combo flicker style, similar to the one before. And this is also animated. So this is doing an audio flicker with a brown noise flicker below it, and then a pulse below that.
Perhaps my actions will speak louder than words. One man couldn't have done this alone.
little less yellow in the lockup and the clash on this one. A little more white, and it's actually just a tinge, a little bit of like violet blue, very pale blue in there too.
Now, thanks to the council, I am MasterMaul.
So this is MasterMaul. This is one of my favorite fonts. Just generally, I love this. I love the sound of this font. This is by Syndicate, and this is sort of an alternate universe Maul font. This is sort of like a what if Maul were part of the Jedi Order type thing. So this is done in a deep blue, and this is mostly done in with prequel sort of blade style coloration. So we got deep blue, and then the lockup colors have a little bit more sort of dark orange and almost some light reds in them as well. The blasts on this one are great.
Formerly Darth, now Maul.
Okay, and this. So this is the same sound font, MasterMaul, and I did an alternate version of this in red. It has a white unstable power-up. It just didn't seem right to have a blade style paired with Maul that was just blue. I needed a red alternate for it too.
I sense deception.
So this is a surging pulse red, and this is using a this is a full step red, and then ratioed down, so it's using 3 different stripe colors for the surging pulse. So it's using it's using a full step red, and then a half step red, and then a quarter step red. These animated blasts. having that whiter lock up with just a tad bit yellow in it.
I sense the dark side in your heart, Skywalker.
I think it's got sort of a bright white, unstable power down. Same with the power up again. Show you that one. Right. So those are sort of the styles I've got.
Battery power level.
For my Maul font library. And in my video description, I'll go ahead and list out all of the different Maul Soundfonts that I've used in this demo. Basically all the ones that I own and where you can get them. They're all really great. I love them, and I like the fact that they're all sort of traditionally unique. They're all traditionally similar in a lot of ways, but they each have their own sort of unique sounds in different parts of the fonts, whether it's the hum, the different engineering on the swings, or the blast sounds, or the clash sounds, or whatever. So that's one of the reasons why I always like having a lot of versions of the same type of sound font, because all of the different font makers have their own like little artistic interpretations of them, so you always end up with a really cool variety. And then as I mentioned before, I'll put 2 different paste bin links for these Bladestyles. I'll do one paste bin, which is sort of just a generic template for Maul live action, and then a generic template for Maul animated. And then I'll do a second paste bin link, which just has all of these specific ones that I showed you in this demo, if you just want the specific ones to play around with. So, all right, y'all. Thanks again for watching. May the Force be with you, and I will see you on the next one, hopefully sooner than later. All right, take care.